Tuning into the 386 ShitCast. Today we got Adrian Raps and OG Black Sheep.
What up? What up?
And shit, we're gonna start this off with you, OG. Tell them about yourself.
Shit, I'm just pretty much just a regular dude, man. I do music. Uh, I'm real about what you hear is what you get. What you see is what you get. Uh, yeah, man. I mean, I'm just me. If you really want to know me, you just gotta check the music out because whatever you hear is gonna be what I really live every day. So pretty much, I feel like my music describe me the best.
Okay. Shit, tell them about yourself, my boy.
What up? What up? It's Adrian Raps. Kind of reiterate what OG said. Yeah, man. I'm just a regular dude. I work a 9 to 5. Take care of my family first. Music's a passion, and always gonna hope it pays off. But until then, I'm gonna keep doing my thing.
Most definitely. So, what are some of your
Oh,
what are some of your influences and stuff that really help mold your style as an artist?
shit. I mean, you talking all the way. I mean, ACDC to Joyner Lucas, wide variety. Uh, and then the country rap thing just kind of happened. It wasn't really ever an intention.
As most people I've talked to, it doesn't ever sound like they wanted to do the country rap. They just kind of got stuck in that box. They dropped some shit in there. It's like, well, this is where the
Yeah,
traction's at. Let's
one of
roll.
my first songs I ever recorded was actually on Windows 98, little sound recorder.
Yeah.
And I put the microphone right in front of the speaker and was rapping with the beat playing through the speaker, and it was some like country rap shit. And everybody's like, "Bro, that's garbage. Like, that's not rap music."
Right.
And now, I mean, it's blowing up. I mean,
I was
the
like,
genre as a whole is in the last 3 years just
yeah,
started booming.
it's definitely skyrocketed in the last couple of years. That's for damn sure. I say because a few years ago there wasn't really many people that did country rap. Now it's just
Everybody
like
do it.
Yeah.
Because of the change. Like
Yeah.
for a long time, for the early years, country rap was just one certain style.
Right.
But in the past 3 or 4 years, it's kind of it's evolved to there's more styles are acceptable as country rap now. So it opened the door for a lot of more people to be in that category.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean?
Say I make real life music.
Cause
I don't make country rap. I make real life music.
right.
I feel that. I feel
Because
that.
originally I didn't. Originally I was the same way. I come from the hood. Like I spent most of my life in like the projects, the only white boy in the fucking room,
Right.
majority of my life. You know what I mean?
How did that mold
I
you as an artist?
Well, I spent my first 5 or 6 years. That was the crowd and the audience that I was targeting
Right.
because that was like all I knew. I didn't really know that this whole country rap underground world existed because I had never been around it or been exposed to it.
Right.
But when I finally started getting somewhere with my music on social media, I just noticed like I noticed the type of people like that were supporting me and following me and buying my shit and listening to my shit were the were the people the same people that were supporting what they call country rap.
Right.
So it kind of made me feel like um it's not to say that I wasn't never country. I'm from a country ass town. You know what I mean? Like I don't lose fucking music trivia like any genre. I know it all. I
Right.
fuck with all music. I always have. I just always chose to highlight that hood shit in my earlier days because that was what I knew and
Right.
how I lived every day.
Right.
But once I started getting exposed to what they're classified as country rap and stuff, I started meeting new friends, meeting new people, meeting more, started being around more white people that rap and stuff like that, and so it kind of exposed me
A different lane.
to more of the country rap shit. And that's where I realized that's where I was getting all my love. It's where I was
Right.
getting all the people that were supporting me were what they consider country rap fans.
Right.
So at first I was like, nah, I'm not country rap. But then it got to a point to where like, I mean, fuck it, I guess I am because
Right.
it ain't for me to decide anyway.
Right.
I can't say if my song's any fucking good or not. You can't say if you're any good or not. He can't say if he's any good or not. Your fucking opinion don't matter.
No,
What
I
matters
feel
is the
it.
motherfuckers that's listening to it.
Right.
the people buying it and listening to it, they're the ones that decide if you're any good or not.
Right.
So why it don't matter what I think if I'm country rap or not. If
Right.
if the people say I'm country rap, then fuck it, I'm country rap.
Most definitely.
You know what I mean?
I know at a certain point for us, we had to step back and actually listen to what the fans wanted. Because when we started out, we rapping on it. We don't got no hooks. We just rapping. You know what I'm saying? Because that was we like to rap. We weren't really making songs, and it took listening to the fans to understand. Hey, they want some catchy shit they can sing to. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how we started developing more of a sound instead of just going bar for bar. You know what I'm saying? And gotta listen to your fans because we weren't country rappers. Like we did more heartbreak and trap shit when we first started, and then we dropped Woody Boys and we got 30K like fast.
I just want to add one thing. I also would like to say that I'm also grown now. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I'm at a point in my life to where I'm a firm believer in creating music that represents what's real for me. I'm big on my pride, and I'm big on like keeping it real and being real. So it's important for me to only make music about how I'm really living.
Exactly.
And as I've got older, you know, because I've been doing this shit over a decade. You know, we're talking 11, 12, 13 years I've been doing this shit. The older I get, my life is slower now. It's changed. It's settled down. I have the family now. I got the house in the country now. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like really for me, the music that I make now reflects how I'm living now,
Right.
as opposed to how I used to live,
Right.
and it's just more. It qualifies as country rap more than my older music did. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like I ain't saying I just got through in that genre, so I got to accept it. I mean, because I'm claiming it now. I'm owning it. You know what I mean?
Right.
That is what I am. But it come from a point of maturity. You know what I mean? Like just growing up and being about different shit and being on some more shit now. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like so that's where I'm at with it.
Most definitely. And growing and learning is definitely a part of the road. And as you said, you got older and you started changing your style because you're rapping what you're living. And so as you grow, of course, your style is going to change.
Right.
I'll say, and that's why whenever I do any type of like when I do talk about the shit I used to do, I try to make sure at a point in the song I talk about this is what I overcame. This is not what I'm glorifying or what I'm living. Because at this point in my life, I want to preach something better. Because you got too many of the youth going out doing dumb shit because they're trying to emulate their favorite rapper or whatever. Now you got 13-year-old kids shooting each other up, and this shit's crazy. And it's because people represent shit they're not about. Because those same people ain't really doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Most of them ain't. That's kind of what kind of like I've told people before. When I started doing music, I was making the music you would hear on the radio
Right.
because my mindset was if I'm making this music that my buddies are listening to, then they're gonna listen to it, and it's really totally opposite.
Yeah.
The moment I started making music more about true to myself, the more of my like friends started accepting my music.
Right.
You know, they see me living in a small town in Tennessee, and they're like, "Yeah, I mean, the way you dress and the way you carry yourself is that way, but you ain't out here, like serving packs on the corner,
Right.
you know, and you're rapping about it. So it's really like a whole facade kind of deal." And when I stopped doing that and started rapping about, drinking beer and bourbon and stuff like that, they're like, "Yeah, he really does that because we do it with him." So
Right.
it was more relatable, and it really just, I think the more true you are in your music, you grab more people.
Right. I was saying relatability is definitely I've seen be a big key in like songs blowing up. You know what I'm saying? Like with New Breed and Jesse Howard, they're "Welcome to My House." I don't know how many you could tell they related to the song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It,
almost fucking 100 million views.
97 million. That's what
right.
I'm saying.
I say when that first came out, it was everywhere: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and it was a certain demographic of people related to it, so it spread to all of them. Cause you know what I'm saying, and
98
that
million right now.
that's where genuine comes in. Because if you're rapping what you're really doing, I can guarantee there's more people out there that feel the same way you do, and they want to hear what you got to say. And speaking on that, how do y'all feel about gimmick rappers?
Me personally, I never hate on no man. You'll never hear me talk bad about another artist or rapper, like, unless I don't like them as a person.
Right.
Like, I care more about good humans and good people. I if I would rather deal with a shitty rapper that can't rap, but he's a good human, as opposed to a motherfucker that can rap his ass off, but he's a shitty human.
Most
You know what I mean?
most definitely.
So for me, um, you know, I don't I don't judge them for being gimmicky and being fake. People that rap fake lyrics and all that shit. If the song's nice, I don't mind giving them credit and props. You know, it's a nice ass song. It's a good song,
Right.
but I don't respect them as a fucking human
Yeah.
because they ain't got the backbone to stand on what they're talking about.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like if you listen to my song and my song say, "I'll pull up in your yard and slap your ass," you better believe that's what the fuck I'm gonna do.
Most
Cause
definitely.
on my dead kids, I will fucking pull up in your yard and slap your ass.
Most
You know what I
definitely.
mean? So I don't respect when people talk hard and talk tough and talk gangster if they're really not gonna fucking do it.
Yes.
I don't respect when people talk about fishing and being country and hunting if they really don't fucking do it. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, so I don't respect that, but I'm not gonna never knock their hustle or down them. I'm never gonna
Right.
say fuck them. There's some bullshit. If it's a good song, it's a good song. It don't matter if it's fake or real.
I say.
If it's but
Most
so
definitely.
I don't judge the artist for his song. I judge him as for his fucking character as a human being. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
I feel that. Because there ain't nothing worse than working with a shitty fucking artist, bro. I've worked with some people that are divas, and who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're maybe not even mid level fame, and they think they're hot shit. And like I said, I'd rather work with a shitty artist over a cocky good artist any day. And most of the time, the ones that are like that are them gimmicky rappers anyway, that are putting on a fake facade. And then when you actually,
they start believing the shit that they're trying to get you to believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like a pathological liar. Like lie so
exactly.
much it becomes true.
So where you from, man?
I'm from Northwest Georgia, a small country town called Rome. I was uh I was born in the country. When I was about 10 years old, we lost our shit, our house and shit, what we had in the country. I was forced to move to the hood from 10 years old up until 34, with the exception of being in prison. Um, I was in the city in the projects. When I was around 34, I started having kids and a family. I settled down. That was kind of like my growing up, maturing point, and I was like, this ain't for me no more. I want my peace. I'm just at a point in life where I want my peace of mind. So you can find me in the country by myself, rocking solo dolo and peaceful as a motherfucker, no worries. You know what I mean?
Most
Like,
definitely.
that's just that's where
how
I'm
I
at now.
feel. Where are you from, my boy?
Well, I don't really know how to say where I'm from without just saying, the South. I was born in Kentucky and raised between Kentucky and Florida.
Okay.
Uh, and then I've lived in Alabama, Ohio, Indiana, New York, um, Tennessee, and really in high school I moved to Tennessee, and it was just one of those things like I'm done moving, I'm done.
Right.
Like I need something solid,
I like Tennessee. It's nice up there.
and so that's where I reside now. Uh, but kind of like OG. I mean, I live in a little subdivision right now, but just stay to myself. I don't do no fuck shit. Don't fuck with people. I mean, I drink a bottle of whiskey by myself and have more fun than going and partying and doing wild dumb shit.
I think we could probably all relate to that in here.
But that comes with the age, I guess. You grow up, you get wiser and smarter, and
right.
now I got kids, so I got to worry about, or I got a kid, but I got to worry about more than just myself. So
Right. I was saying that's. I know a lot of the artists I've interviewed are mostly rap dads out here making it happen, and we got our kids while we're trying to do this. And if you a piece of shit dad, go take care of your fucking kids.
take
I was
yourself one.
right. It's something because as you see, we're all artists out here. We're getting it. We're living our dream at the same time. We're doing what we need to for our family. Ain't no excuses. Get to it. But yeah, man, where I from in Kentucky? I used to stay up there in Maysville, Kentucky.
No, I was born in a small town called. Well, I was born in a small town called Burkesville
Burnsville.
because the town I lived in didn't have a hospital. It's Albany, Kentucky,
Okay.
and I lived there for a little while. Then when I moved to Florida, I lived in Vero Beach,
Okay.
and I actually lived in a little subsidiary town inside of Vero Beach called Gifford.
Okay.
Uh, Rapper YNW Melly. I'm
Yeah.
sure you heard of him. Yeah, I lived out where he's from. So,
Okay. Yeah, I got some people from Camp Camo. Shout out y'all. They're down in Port St. Lucie.
okay, 772.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I moved. I live in a town called Cookville now.
Okay.
Yeah, Cookville, Tennessee.
I say shit. We stay down in Alabama too. Out there in Foley, Alabama.
When I was in Alabama, I lived in fuck it, right outside of Birmingham.
Okay. Yeah, Birmingham was way far.
Oh
We
yeah.
was right over the Florida line. We weren't too far from that.
Foley's down around Mobile, ain't it? Like that area.
You know where Pensacola at? Foley,
Yeah.
like 30 minutes from Pensacola.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I say you go over the little bridge, hit Lillian, Alabama, and then it goes into Foley. No, I think it goes through Elbert. Yeah, there's like two little towns in between and Foley, and it's like right there on the beach, Gulf Shores. Hopefully it picks it up. I got it turned up a little bit, but yeah, man, it's crazy. The moving around and getting around, it's a lot. This country got a lot of nice scenes. I give it that. I've lived in a lot of places, and it really, really blessed being where we at.
Well, I'm born and raised in my spot, and if I made $1 million tomorrow, I ain't going nowhere. I died. I was born there. I've been there my whole life. I'm gonna die there. That's just. I'm one of them kind of people. I'm old school, traditional. I stick to what works and stick to what I know, and I'm good with it.
He said Georgia boy through and through. Hell yeah.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like I ain't trying to move now. You know, I've done plenty of roots, so I'm stuck in Tennessee for now.
Most definitely. I ain't trying to leave Florida. I'm trying to move back to Fort White. I'm out in Lake City right now, but I like it up on the river. I seen y'all's river out here, man. I'm used to that clear water.
That's why I told him we pulled up. I said, "Damn, that river dirty." He's like, "They all like that."
Yeah.
He was like, "No, they're not." I'm like, "Well, where I'm from, they are." I guess it's just Georgia rivers.
I say I ain't seen a nice river. Well, the river's nice. I haven't seen clear water here yet. I say because the scenery and all that shit's amazing out here. I say Florida re-flat. I say it. You look on down this, you got mountain ranges and little hills and shit. We ain't got none of that.
If you like woods and shit, you know, if that's your thing, fucking, we definitely got that. All the as far as beautiful scenes and shit go, we got a lot of nice wooded areas and shit in Georgia.
Right.
But yeah, you ain't getting no clear water though.
So shit, where'd you get your start in rap?
Man, I started rapping. Actually, a Yahoo chat room back on Yahoo Messenger days. I was in. Well, that's when I first started recording. What gave me inspiration was Hustle and Flow.
Yeah.
I watched that movie. We left. I bought a little pad like DJ had, and I was just writing shit. It didn't make sense. But yeah, in 8th grade, I was in a Yahoo chat room. Like, why the hell I was in there, I don't know, but I was. And I met a dude that actually lived local to me. He lived about 20 minutes away, and he was like, "Man," he's like, "You come through, bring about $100. I'll hook you up with all these programs." So he gave me all these pirated programs, and I started doing music then. And I mean, it was pretty awful. Like, I found one of my copies of my first mixtape ever, and I was like, "God, did I really sound like this?"
I was like, we were talking about that last night. We got a mic way before we should have.
Yeah, and it was like all mono. I didn't have any energy. I mean, I was just on the beat rapping. Like, you remember the dry eye, red eye guy? That's how I sounded. Monotone. Yeah. And it just kind of went from there.
Okay.
You know, it's been 15, 16 years.
Hell yeah, pushing it in.
Yeah.
I've seen you dropping a lot lately.
I got a lot coming too.
Hell yeah, I'm excited to see it. How'd you get your start, my boy?
Shit, my story's long. I'm older than y'all, so my shit been going on for a minute. Probably when I was like 15 or 16, Bone Thugs and Harmony was real popular,
Okay.
and in my little circle and shit, you know, everybody was rocking that shit. Everybody was listening to it. That was the thing. The happening thing was either
Right.
Tupac or Bone or Biggie. Like, then was one of them three was gonna be your favorites.
Yeah.
And I was always the only one that knew the words. Like, I could always, like, I would sing along to the songs, rap with them, and everybody be like, "How do you know what the fuck they're saying?" I'm like, "I don't know, man. I just know it." And fucking,
That's how
so
my dad
everybody
is.
everybody would get me to like say this part, say this part. You know what I mean? And they would
Yeah.
always boost me up, like, "Man, that shit's fire. You're hard. That shit's fire. You know, it's hard as fuck." And
Right.
so after a little bit of boosting and shit, I just kind of like, I was like, "Shit, I might can do this." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I want to make a song. You know what I mean?
Right.
So probably when I was probably around 15 or 16, I started like writing, trying to write songs and shit like that. But unfortunately for me, the way I was living in my life, the life choices I made and the things that I was around and doing, I ended up spending over 16 years, probably almost 17 years in prison.
Hmm.
So I caught my first adult cases like the month I turned 17, or uh, a month after I turned 17.
Right.
So I didn't really never have a chance to uh, to get into it back then.
Right.
So once I started the whole cycle of prison, I ended up going 6 times. So it's like I would get out, stay out a month, go back for fucking 4 or 5 years. Get out, stay out a month, go back for 4 or 5 years. You know what I mean? And it's like I was caught up in that cycle. But the whole time I was locked up, I would be writing, you know, rapping, doing the beating on the bed, like, you know, doing the little, winning the little talent shows in the cell block and shit, and like everybody would always just be like, "You're fired, you're fired. This shit's good.
Right.
You're hard." You know what I mean? So a lot of boosting, because I never really believed in myself. I always thought I was like, you know, like just so, or I wasn't really sure if I was good or not. So I was scared to really jump out there. But when I finally got to a point in my life to where I was like, "All right, I'm done getting in trouble. I'm done with prison. I'm not fucking. I'm gonna change my life, and
Right.
I think I'm just gonna try to do music for real." I was 34, or right at 34 or 35
Okay.
when I came home from prison the last time. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not going back. I'm done with that street shit." And that's when I bought my house in the country and moved out there and just changed my whole way of living. And I started focusing on the music and locking in. So around 2000, I always wrote and fucked with music and like and played with the idea of doing music and being an artist. But it was 2013 was the first time that I actually like was in a real studio and actually making a real song.
Okay. Okay. Man, I say it sounds kind of like my dad. My dad started way back in the day. He was doing stuff like opening up for Two Live Crew and back when they had the real DJs and shit.
That's dope because I used to listen to them when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
My granny used to get on my ass. She'd be like, "What the fuck are you listening to? You can't listen to that shit."
I'll
And I
say
feel,
them boys had no filter on
yeah,
them.
and I tricked her into buying me a CD one time for Christmas when CDs first came out. They were
Yeah.
like the brand new thing, and I tricked her into buying me a CD. She was like, "This better not be none of that vulgar, nasty shit that's got the cussing and stuff in it." And I was like, "It's not. It's good. I promise." And she bought me the CD for Christmas, and I was jamming that shit from my radio, and she could hear that shit playing from another room, and she fucking came in there and snapped on me. And I was like, "Well, you bought it for me." She was madder than hell.
I did that with my grandma one time. I got her to get the Amazing Jekyll Brothers by ICP.
Right.
My sister, she wrote out the lyrics to "Fuck the World," and it's mainly just fuck.
Right.
And her dad found it, snapped the CD, was like, "What the fuck is this shit?" Yeah, needless to say, they did not buy me any more music that I asked for. But man, it's crazy in this genre of music. Like a lot of upcoming artists are actually starting to get big in this lane. Are there any artists you're interested in working with?
If you would have asked me that like 5 years ago, I would have gave you a fucking whole list of people that I looked up to and respected their hustle and would like would fucking die to work with. But honestly and truly, after being in it for so long and meeting a lot of people and having dealt with some big name artists before and trying to work with the people that I looked up to,
Right.
I see why they say fucking don't ever meet your idols, because I've had a lot of bad experiences and shit, and honestly, I'm at a point now to where like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel
Like,
I feel that.
if I want, if somebody wants to work with me, they need to reach out to me and let me know.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't. I'm not. I'm through with the chasing tails and
Fucking games to
asking for
play.
favors and fucking. You know what I mean? And trying to fucking get people to fuck with me and shit. I'm through with all that.
Right.
Those days are long gone for me.
Most
So
definitely.
I'm just at a point to where I'm doing me. I don't. I respect everybody. I don't look up to nobody. I don't fucking idolize nobody. I'm not just dying to get on the track with fucking nobody.
Right.
It's like, as far as I'm concerned, I'm good.
Oh, yeah. Shoot. Anybody that you interested in working with?
I mean, not offhand, not that I already haven't worked with. The way I see it is, like when I go to these shows and do stuff like that, when I meet people, kind of like OG was saying earlier, if I get the vibe you're a good person at the show, then I'll, talk business and stuff like that with you then. But I'm not out here chasing nobody.
Right.
I just, I ain't gonna waste my time chasing something that may never happen, and
Right.
that's energy I can put into being productive.
Most definitely. I know a lot of artists coming up, they have issues with that because when you do reach out to some of these artists, they either act like they don't know who the fuck you are, or if they don't know who you are and they still hit you back, they want to throw some crazy numbers out there.
Yeah.
It's hard to come across.
Be that way too, bro.
Oh yeah, I've had some producers tell me some crazy shit.
I had a producer tell me just the other day on a beat he said on YouTube for 2.5 years. I found it, and I was like, "Let me buy the exclusives," and he was like $7,000, and I said, "Say what? Nah, ain't no way. I ain't paying. I mean, I might pay Eminem, or Dr. Dre,
Right, you gotta have
big
that
stacks,
name for it.
but I'm not paying, some Joe Blow guy that's got. I mean, he had 20,000 views on the beat or whatever, which is good.
I mean, that's cool, but who are you?
Yeah, it's been on there and it still says free download.
It's
And
been on YouTube for 2 years, so how many people?
20,000 views ain't nothing for a beat.
no,
The thing is, after 2 years on YouTube, imagine how many people's done jacked that beat for free and,
And
released
used
a
it.
song on it. So
But-
you would go through a world of hassle trying to.
I just put
A
my
lot of times they'll give the copyright credit to the first person that ever uploaded it. You know how much hassle you would go through and paperwork trying to,
Oh, but I would get mines.
eliminate the other 100 people that's done used it.
But if I spend $7,000 on it, I'm gonna get it.
Right. Right.
But that's why I didn't buy no $7,000 beat.
It's just extra hassle though.
Oh, it is.
Shoot, redrop. We got a beat from Sham. Ain't never been put out on the internet. Nothing. Re-uploaded to Facebook, and Facebook took it down for copyright. Ain't even never been uploaded nowhere. And it's talking about copyright. I say, luckily they got it fixed and we got it up and popping. But yeah, they're crazy with that copyright shit. That's why I try to at least buy me whatever. Like I usually get the premium rights.
Right.
I don't care if anybody makes another song on that beat. Fuck it. $30 and I can sell that bitch. That's all I care about.
I usually lately in the past 6-7 months I've been using Trainwreck Kenny for I'd say 95% of my beats.
Yeah, he's real good.
Yeah, he's
I say we shouted him out last night.
he's the homie too. So shout out Trainwreck Kenny.
Most definitely. If you need beats, like we said, Trainwreck Kenny, they're
His brothers both. Him and his brother both.
Yeah, his brother City Chief.
yeah, City Chief. That's who it was. Cause I was trying to remember, cause I knew there was another producer that we were talking last night. There was Trainwreck and then somebody else, but City Chief, that's who it is. I did one of his open verse challenges like 4 or 5 years ago on that. Like the rain, that open verse he did on that one.
I actually got a few songs in the chamber that I'm about to put out on produced by City Chief.
Okay.
But they're both very talented people. You know what I mean?
Most definitely.
They play multiple instruments and pretty much whatever idea you pitch them, they can throw shit together. That's pretty much, you know what I mean?
I'd ask Kenny. It's been probably about a month and a half, 2 months ago. I asked him. I said, "You got a banjo?" And he said, "No." I said, "Cause I really want some banjo on my shit." And I was like, "I'm about to buy your ass a banjo. Like, I need your address, cause I'm about to order this motherfucker and send it to him. And I think I'm still going to
Hell yeah, need some banjos in them beats.
trade him a banjo for a beat, then he can use that banjo and make a bunch more beats for other people.
Hell yeah, shit. That don't sound like a bad trade. See, Chief, you listening? That banjo.
Train wreck.
Train wreck. My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Train wreck. There might be a banjo for a beat in the works.
CC probably already got one.
Probably got two.
I think I've seen him play one before. I think on one of his videos.
Shoot, I need me a banjo. I'm gonna learn how to play one of them.
Start playing banjo, I'm gonna holler at you and make me some beats.
Man, I tried to make some beats. I bought a beat pack from Willpower. He's the one that did Trunk Music series for Yellow Wolf.
Yeah.
I bought the Trunk Music beat pack, man. I learned real quick. I'm not made to make beats.
I got the same shit happening to me.
Thought you wanted to make them until.
Yeah, I thought I wanted to.
I spent about $400 on all the equipment and shit. And, I mean, for like 2 weeks. I didn't write music. I just went in there and was like, I'm going to make a beat today. Well, the next day I was like, I'm going to work on that beat that I failed at yesterday. And just on and on. And finally I was like, man, fuck this.
Yeah.
I don't care what program it is. I cannot get this shit going, so I'm just going to buy my beats.
Yeah, I gave up. Jack Angel, I be on, as soon as he drop a video on YouTube, I'm like, am I about to spend some money? Because he's been hitting for them country beats.
He produced 2 or 3 of my songs. Well, he didn't produce them, but I got 2 or 3 of my songs on a Jake Angel beat.
Yeah, him and Backroad, our whole album is just them.
The back road or backyard?
Backyard. Yeah, my bad. We smoking weed, shit happens. Backyard, y'all hit him up. Jack Angel.
Blame it on the reefer. It's the reefer.
Troubadour. Have you used Troubadour?
Yeah, Troubadour was the first one we really used.
Yeah, that's who I first found when it was the country rap.
Yeah, we recorded our first country rap song, and then our boy River Billy, he had just gotten out of prison, and he sent us a song the same night we recorded ours on the same beat, and he had some shit like, how long? I was like, man, I can't even drop our shit. We're going to sound like shit compared to that. Nah, I was like, you got that. And that was our first time. We were about, like I said, we were going to do our first country rap song, and he dropped that. So then we did, was it Country Roads or Woody Boys first we did? Yeah, we did. He did the hook for Woody Boys, and that was, next thing you know, we're country rap. I say that one blew up, and we tried to put other stuff out. They don't want to hear it.
So, who does y'all's mixing and mastering?
He does it. I'll do it sometimes. Our boy Lil Nine, shout out Lil Nine, Ascension Records, and then we got another dude, Top Flight. My big homie Zach. He does our, like, when we do the trap shit, I go to him. Whenever Ramore's singing, like, we need that extra correction on the singing, I go to my boy Lil Nine, and if it's just rap, I have him do it. Or, cause I can do it, I just don't want to.
Yeah.
That shit is tedious, and I don't like it.
That's what I was just asking. I mean, I pretty much do everything myself. Just like you know, shoot your own videos, mix, master all my own stuff. Only thing I don't do is make beats.
Right. I say we just started shooting our own videos. Shout out again, Top Flight. His name Dwayne shot it, but he shot all of our videos. He's taught me everything, like how to do a lot of shit. Shoot, Domino's taught me a lot too. But like whenever we shot videos with him, he'll hey, come here, look at this. Show me what he's doing, how he's doing it, how he's got the lighting and shit. Cause like I said, it's hard to find people that ain't stingy in this game,
Right.
and when you find them genuine people, shout them out when you can, show them love, because, like I said, them boys put us on point so we could do it ourselves. Just like with the engineering, Little Nine and fucking Zach and our boy Chuck, every time we go to a session, hey, you see this? Like my boy Little Nine, he'll come over here. Nah, look, nah. Because he wants,
make you see.
yeah, he wants, that way I can do it myself, but he knows I'm still going to pay him to do it.
Yeah.
I done got burnt out on that engineer, and I'm about to a point where I'm finished to start paying a motherfucker again, because I was doing my own shit for like 4 or 5 years, and I got to a point to where it's like so redundant. It's just like the same. Everything is the same, and I want to start hearing like a different sound
Well, I can say
on my music.
I've had 4 other people, counting OG, that I've worked with songs on, having mixed.
Right.
And every time I hear one, I'm like, man, I gotta learn how to make it sound like that. Like even we was on the way up here, and I showed OG a song I'm working on with a guy out of Florida named Catalyst, and OG was like, "Did you mix that?" I was like, "No." He said, "Oh, I can tell." And I mean, not saying my mixes are bad or anything, but I guess people more on the producer side,
Right.
they understand more.
Well, that's why I got a couple people I go through
Yeah.
because for certain sounds, I know who's
Everybody's
gonna.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody mixes different. That's what I just said. Literally, like I was to a point to where doing my own shit, all my shit was starting to sound the same because I
Right.
mix a certain way,
Yeah.
and I want to hear a different sound from me. So I have to start letting other people touch on my mixes
I'll say a good engineer.
so that I can hear a different sound because everybody engineers different. You're going to use different plugins than I'm going to use. You're going to select a different options on what you're using. I'm going to hear it a different way and think it sounds better with this. It's like everybody's just mix is different. Period. You know what I
Right.
mean? And so sometimes you have to get that outside source. And
Yeah.
it's not to say that your shit is bad and you're not good enough, but it's just certain things could be better if somebody else did it. You know what I mean? Because there's people that can do certain stuff better than what you're doing,
Right.
and that's just the reality of it. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. I say, like I said, that's why it's good to have a couple different producers. That
Yep.
because a good
Always.
engineer will make a fucking difference.
Well, definitely.
Word to the wise to the new artists and up and coming artists. Try to get plugged in with at least two or three of everything. You
Yes.
want two or three different producers to work with, two or three different options on engineering and getting your shit mixed, two or three different options
Videos.
on on videos, pretty much everything.
Right. And keep good relations. Don't be burning bridges and doing dumb shit because then you make it harder for other people when they're coming up. If you're gonna do business, do fucking business. Don't be scamming motherfuckers trying to. Cause I know my boy Dylan, he has some problems with people not paying him for videos and shit. Now you can't. Hey, I'll pay you here. Nah, you gotta give all the money up front. Cause people like to play motherfucking games. And now, even though he knows like he could trust certain people, can't do it. Cause one person gonna ruin it for everybody. So if you do find good people that you're doing business with, don't fuck them over and ruin it for other people. Cause
Give everybody their credit. Give them their credit and appreciate them. And fucking don't burn them bridges. You're going to need them at a later time.
yes, please give fucking credit. Cause I do shit and I give it to artists most time for free. And half time I see y'all uploading the shit I gave y'all, no tags, nothing. Just shout me out, dog. You ain't gotta pay me nothing. Just give me a little shout out. It ain't shit.
So I was gonna say I posted I got a song with Mark Kotick dropping at the end of the month, and I mean I shouted everybody out. I mean I shouted him out, and the beat was made by Trainwreck. So like I was like shout out or produced shout out to Trainwreck. It got mixed by Dub 3030.
Okay.
So I was like shout out Dub 3030. Shout out the videographer. I shouted out the place we shot the video at. Like
Hell yeah.
Dub.
In my opinion, Dub 30 is
He make beats too, right?
he's
Oh, yeah.
in my opinion
He's a 30.
in my opinion he's got the hardest fucking beats in the country rap lane. Like
Yeah.
he's a super fire
I
fucking.
know I've heard a lot of his.
And a lot of people be sleeping on Cine Sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Cine Sticks has always got fire
Yeah,
ass
he was talking about
beats,
that last
and
night,
they're
too.
always fucking reasonably priced for
Oh,
the
yeah.
working man and the lower tier artists.
Yeah.
You can always get a fire ass beat out of.
And most time you get it with a hook for only like maybe $50 more than the beat.
Yeah. Cine will do you right.
And that's exclusive.
Yep.
Exclusive, y'all. Y'all hit up Cindy.
If you like that country trap vibe,
Right.
what they're calling country trap, or
Yeah, he also
you-
has other shit too, like
Yeah.
more trappy or more country or
right,
singing type like love songs. He got.
right.
I know I hit him up. He sent me like 15 hooks
If you want
with
that,
beats that he made.
if you want that like that hillbilly country rap sound or that rednecky all the way twanged out country rap sound, Trainwreck or City Chief or one of them is gonna be your man. But if you like more of that the trappy country or the more swagged up
Yeah.
country, you definitely can't go wrong with Cindy or Dub 30, either one.
Most definitely. That's Cindy Sticks on Facebook. Hit him up. And Dub 3030.
Yep.
Y'all check them out. Producers for country rap beats. Like they said, those two are more of the trappier stuff. But I know Cindy. I sent Cindy like beats I found on YouTube. He remade them, and they're exclusive now. Like he will remake it, and it sounds almost exactly like what you had, but he changed it up where you can sell it.
Enough to where it's not copyrighted, but
Yeah.
similar, kind of similar to what you need.
Yeah, I'll say my boy Little Nine. He just made an album and he's sending all the beats and having them remade by Cindy.
And for all y'all producers out there that's trying to tax high ass dollars on your beats and shit, you gotta understand times are changing, things evolve, things things are always changing, and we're at a point in the music industry now to where you got to be reasonable, or somebody's just gonna go remake your fucking beat and own it anyway.
Yeah.
So you would be, yeah. So it would be smarter for you and better for you to work with somebody on prices and do something reasonable for both parties, because the thing that's going now in the industry, folks they're just gonna go remake your fucking beat anyway, So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Change the key up a little bit. Take bass or kick drum A out, put kick drum B in, so it hits a little different, and boom.
That's all you gotta do. So don't be an asshole trying to charge some shit and you ain't nobody. Now if you a Dr. Dre caliber producer, you can charge whatever the fuck you want at that point.
Beethoven or somebody.
Yeah.
Legendary at that point.
That's what I'm saying. If I ain't seen your name next to another high artist that actually got views on your beat, don't come at me crazy. Cause I'm gonna take your beat and I'm gonna send it to somebody and they gonna remake it.
And that's gonna be your beat.
I say it's gonna be my beat now. Yeah. You got yours, I got mine. Mine sounds like yours sounds like mine, whatever. But the one that you got, I ain't buying because you was an asshole. Told me some crazy shit.
It's gonna be changed up, changed up just enough to where you can't fucking can't complain.
Yeah, I'll say it's gonna be in accordance, so you can't sue me. You can't come at me. You can guarantee that. But you fucked up because you was an ass. Because I try to support it anywhere I can. So if I find a beat, hey, what's up? What you know what I'm saying? What are you talking now? If you come at me crazy, hey, Cindy, I got this beat. Shit, how did y'all two meet?
Who, me and Adrian?
Yeah.
We actually met through. He used to be affiliated with Outlaw Nation, New Breed, Jess Howard, and them, and I'm also currently still affiliated with them, and we met like that, pretty much. Actually, it's a funny story. The first time, the first Outlaw Nation event one that ever took place, when like a lot of the team that you see involved with Outlaw Nation now,
Right.
it's kind of like the monumental moment when everybody was like first met and first was around each other and first doing shows together, stuff like that. I was supposed to be there, and at the last minute, I didn't go, and the person hollered at Adrian and put him in my spot, and he ended up going instead of me. So he met him and got in with them and stuff, and started doing shows with them and affiliation with them and stuff. And then probably I don't know, probably eight, right? Probably, yeah. Well, I don't know. It was later than that because it was like 6 or 8 months. Well, we met in Orlando, but we didn't like start fucking with each other then. You know what I mean? It was probably like 8 or 10 months before I came in the picture with Outlaw Nation, and we started vibing at that time and stuff, and it's just pretty much probably close going on 2 years now. He's just always been a good dude. He's helped me. I give him all the props and hats off to him. Salute to him. He's helped me with shit that's been real important to me. You know what I mean? Like he's done some of my videos before. You know what I mean? He's put me. He's put me up on shows and shit like that. When he had an opportunity to get me in, he's looked out and he's kept it.
Designed this logo.
He's kept it solid with me. Yeah. He's made logos for me. He's just always kept it solid with me, man. So you know what I mean. I'm the type of dude. If I'm not gonna shit on nobody. If you good to me, I'm gonna be good to you as long as you're good to me. And he ain't been nothing but good to me, so I rock with him.
Hell yeah. Shoot, tell me a little bit about this guy.
Man,
About y'all's relationship.
pretty much. I mean, he hit pretty much everything on the head right there. But we can go back a little bit farther. Actually, we started interacting in a Facebook page that used to exist called Lifestyle.
Yeah. So that's where I. That's where I.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
that's where I started talking to you at too.
and it was over a dude that I used to fuck with. I ain't gonna mention his name or no nothing. But that dude was talking crazy to him and Dirty, just on, just on some stupid like stupidness.
Yeah.
And so I actually had a song with this dude that I cut him out, and me and OG redone the song,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what song you're talking about.
and we shot the video to it, and uh, we just developed a like relationship then, like not really friends, more like acquaintances, you know. Like we would comment on stuff, and then met him in Orlando, and uh, after that, once he started coming around with the Outlaw Nation stuff, when I was affiliated and rocking with them, then obviously, if you're around the artist a lot, then you're gonna be, you know, wanting to work with them.
Right.
And so I just hollered at him like, "Hey, bro, I got this song we can get on if you want to." And I explained the situation. I was like, "Old boy was on it, but I'm gonna cut him off." So it's kind of like a jab back, and we did it. And then we ended up in Georgia at Dirty's house and wrote a song. I mean, all three of us got on it.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's just been, it ain't been smooth sailing necessarily, but it's been sailing. And I mean, I fuck with him. And just a couple hours from the house. So once it warms up, I'm gonna make a few more trips down to Rome. See, you know, when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
Hell yeah. So I know y'all been in the game for a while. What's some wisdom you would pass down to any artist that's starting out, trying to make a name or try to get started?
Uh, be prepared to be committed, because it's not, you're not gonna get rich tomorrow. You're not gonna, no matter how fire your song is or how good you are, you're not gonna blow up this week on YouTube. You just gotta, it's gotta be something you want to do because you love, and you just gotta be committed, and you gotta decide that that's just what you're gonna do. You know what I mean? And you gotta know that it's all for a future investment. If you stay down long enough, it'll eventually start paying off.
Right.
And don't burn your bridges. If people are good to you, keep that relationship solid. And last, I would just say, don't, once you finally do see a little bit of success, don't fucking let it go to your head, and don't fucking, you know, don't think that you are more than what you are.
Most definitely.
I've been there. I've been guilty of that shit myself. And I know personally that life will fucking slap your ass in the head with an elbow and set you back down and humble you. And so,
Get you real quick.
yeah, so you can either take my advice or you can learn on your own the hard way and fuck around and be all the way back at the bottom and have to start over again.
Right.
So, yeah, stay loyal to your people, man, and don't shit on nobody.
Yes, sir. What about you?
My biggest thing would be stay humble and invest in yourself. And,
Sure.
and it's not just money. You have to invest time. Like, you have to sacrifice a lot of spare time that you would get, because if you're not putting in the time, you're not going to make it. And I mean, that goes for everything: music, work, whatever. If you just show up just to do it, just to get by, you ain't ever going to be nothing more than, that bottom tier.
Yeah.
So with music, like we're talking, don't download the tag beat off YouTube. Pay the $30 at least for the lease, or the $100 for the unlimited license, or whatever it is,
Right.
and make it.
Worth it later.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will.
Even though that there might be 10 people with a song, at least you could monetize it and make something, because you can dump hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars into music like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got to be able to balance that. This is where I want to be, but this is where I'm at, and you got to take it step by step and just stay humble, because as you grow, you get a bigger following, you get a bigger fan base, but you got to keep your head small, because you start thinking you're big headed, somebody's gonna knock you back down.
Most definitely will.
and they're gonna be, you're gonna be like, oh, well, my song's got 60,000 views.
Right.
Yeah, then well, how's it got 6,000 views? Then you go look, and yeah, it's been on YouTube for 10 years. No wonder it's got 6,000 views. So you just gotta stay.
I feel like that's a shot at me, man.
No, you didn't have YouTube 10 years ago.
I had 6 years ago,
Okay,
and my song's got 30,000 views
but you're humble, right?
most of the time.
See that? I mean, but that's the thing. You gotta. That's why I would just say, stay humble and invest in yourself.
Yes.
Believe in yourself.
Pay for promotion. Don't be a bitch about it. I know a lot of artists talk shit. They're like, "Oh, I ain't gonna pay for promotion." Well, how the fuck you gonna get heard? I've said this on almost every podcast. Pay for promotion. Don't go buy the fake views. Go get your shit put in front of people's faces. Don't buy the fake views.
No offense, I agree with that to a certain extent. I agree. I believe that there's levels to this shit,
Oh yeah.
and I believe that paying for promotion is smart for a brand new, just starting off artist to do.
Right.
But if you've ever established any kind of a foundation and you have any kind of a little bit of a following and fan base going for yourself already,
Right.
you can build off that organically without having to, you know, pay for promotions on shit that's that's gonna get you less than what you could get if you worked the little bit of fan base you have
Right.
already.
Whenever I do promotion, I wait till it's a song that I know. Like when it sounds like it's one of those hit songs, that's when I go pay promotion and stuff like that because I'm trying to get it heard by more people. Because when you work it through your fan base, it'll get there. But I don't know. Like I said, when I feel like it's a hit song, I feel like it deserves a little extra attention. You know what I mean? I say, but it's definitely key to work with your fan base to grow it. Don't go trying to push your shit where it ain't need to be pushed.
Definitely don't buy the fake views.
And you need to have a good social media presence. That's the word, yeah.
Definitely.
Like me and OG was talking. If you build up a good thing on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, you just gotta stay consistent. But that first time you make a comment that goes against community standards, and there goes all your shit because you in Facebook jail for 30 days, and everybody done forgot about you.
Yep.
The thing is, people don't support you because you have a good fucking song. They support you because they like you as a
Right.
person. So if you can establish a relationship with your fan base through the social media, then you know you'll get more from that than you will any kind of fucking paid promotion or anything. Your people are going to support you and help you grow if they know you're a good person, period, or if they like you as a person. You know what I mean? And so just build what little bit you have, build on that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And establish a relationship with your fan base to where they actually know the real
Right.
you, where they feel like they know you and they relate to you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because people don't the time we live in at this day and age, it's a bandwagon world. It's a monkey see monkey do world. It's like there's a million fucking fire ass songs out there right now that don't have no love and no fucking with because they haven't made nobody like them enough to fucking listen to it. You know what I mean? You have to if people know you're a good person, they're gonna fuck with you. And if the person they like and that knows them and likes them sees that they fuck with you, then they're gonna fuck with you. And then the ball just keeps passing on like that. And you build from being genuine
Right.
with your fans. You know what I mean? It's like you can pay to have, you can pay for promotion and have 10,000 people listen to your song, but none of them 10,000 people feel like they fucking know you or got enough from about you from that song to know if they like you or not as a person.
Right.
So having 100 organic fans that all like you as a person and like what you stand for and like your fucking you as a human, they're gonna make sure all the people that know them and the people that like them are gonna also start supporting you. You know what I mean? So you'll come out better just building that genuine relationship with a few people as fans than you will by having 20,000 strangers listen to one song of yours.
Most
You
definitely.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just the way it is.
I say that's why when I do shows, you can ask them. You're not gonna see me because I'm everywhere. Hey, how you doing? I'm meeting with the fans, the artists, whoever's there. Put my face out there, so y'all, what's up? I'm gonna make sure that they can feel like they can talk to me, come up to me, and stuff like that. Because I don't ever want to be that artist that. Because there's a lot of artists even that just do them showcase shows. You ain't even really done real shows. They show up, do their set, they gone. And that's one way to really connect with your fan base is when you do these shows, make time for them. They're the ones that are supporting you and shit. Don't come out to these shows and act like, oh, I ain't got time for these people, because at the end of the day, they're the ones paying you to rap. You know what I'm saying? Because I've opened up for bigger artists. Don't want to say no names, but they'd rather just come up on stage, leave.
Yep, dude. They come up out the green room or something, do their show.
They didn't always. Excuse me, y'all. I've been sick. They ain't always been like that though. They just got like that because they already got what they need from the fans now. They have the support and they have the following.
Right.
But once upon a time when they was trying to get there, they did what you was doing. They was out there in the crowd, meeting with the crowd and
Right.
mingling and building that relationships. But that's what I mean by don't get the big head. Because a lot of people will see some success and start getting fans and start making money from music and shit, and then all of a sudden they go all high sedity superstar status and don't want to fucking put in the extra effort to still show that appreciation. You know what I
Right.
mean? And because they don't got to, because they have enough people that's going to support them either way. So if you get butt hurt and get mad because they didn't spend time mingling with you in the crowd, then you're
Right.
just one person they lost, but they still got 100 million. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So that's what I mean when I say don't get brand new and don't get big headed.
Most
Like
definitely.
stay whatever you're doing to get your success, keep doing it once you see some success. Don't get your success and then change.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if you got your success by being genuine and real with your fans, keep being genuine and real with them.
Most
You know what I
definitely.
mean? It's like that's the way it is.
I'll say, and that's one thing we strive for in our music is to you get the raw uncut. We got a lot of songs about anxiety and depression because we battle a lot with mental health issues in our family. We got a lot of songs about smoking weed because we like to fucking smoke weed, and we got a country album coming out called Down by Grammys because that's where we spend our summers, down by Grammy on the Ishituckney. You know what I'm saying? Her house literally connects right to the Santa Fe, and then 3 or 4 streets over, you got the Ishituckney. She lives basically almost right there where all the three rivers, Santa Fe, Ishituckney, and Swanee meet up. So we're, you know what I'm saying, when we started doing the music that people relate to and shit, it just that's where we at. They like that shit, so we gonna give it to y'all. But as we wrapping it up, tell them where they can find y'all. Tell them what y'all got up and coming. Tell them what to look out for.
Uh, I'm on all platforms under OG Black Sheep. Black Sheep, one word. You can be on the lookout. I got a couple of songs with Dirty and Nunrilla and stuff. I got some more coming with Dirty coming soon. I got a couple new ones coming with Hitman real soon. I got some production from City Chief on deck. Some production from Cine Sticks on deck. I got probably. I've also got some production from your boy Dirty. Not only does me and him got songs together, but I've got several, 3 or 4 songs coming out that he made the instrumentals for. So I got about 20 songs and about 5 or 6 videos that's on standby. Going to be coming real soon.
Hell yeah, that's good to hear, man. Tell them where they can find you, how to find you, all that good shit.
You can find me all streaming platforms, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok is Adrian Raps. It's Adrian underscore Raps underscore. Find me at adrianraps.com. Um, And like OG said, I got a bunch of stuff coming. My next video is Rumble featuring Marcotic. And then we'll probably drop in February the video we shot today with me, OG, and TJ Freak. And really, the plan is to drop at least one video a month this year, if not more. Got a lot of work coming. Me and Trainwreck Kenny, me and OG. I got a few songs gonna be working with an artist, producer, videographer out of Florida named Catalyst, and pretty much anybody else I can link up with along the way.
I said there's some dope ass artists out in Florida. Yeah. Shit, if you're gonna be down towards Orlando, Knucklehead, you know Crim Roll is.
I know Knucklehead.
I say that's my people, man.
My boy, man.
Yeah, that's my dog too. Yeah, I say we got a song with Knucklehead called "Down by the River." Man, that's my boy. He's one of the most genuinely real people I've ever met, including y'all two, man.
Solid. Knucklehead is a solid jit, man. He's
he's
a good
guy.
boy.
Link up with him, fucking.
Speaking of Knucklehead, I got a song working on right now. I'm gonna get out to Knuckles out in Oklahoma.
Okay, yeah, I've heard about him.
And then Big Buck Beezy, that's my homie from Wisconsin. That's the only ones artist wise that I think I got right now.
I'll say we got a boy in our hometown. His name Country Trail. You ain't heard him? Check him out. If while you down in Florida, maybe hit him up. He a motherfucker on the beat now. I say, and he dance. I give it to him. He's one of the best performers I've seen in a while. Always gets the crowd moving and shit. I wish our dog River Billy. He just got sent back to prison. I say if he was down there, damn sure could have hooked something up. He's one of the most genuinely nice people I've met and amazing. But like you were, he's just on that cycle of
ain't ready to let go.
Right. I say, but he's just one of those talents. It's like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? He had a chance. He was supposed to go on tour with the Lax and Big Buzz on that 50 show run they did not too long ago, and
I almost forgot about Buzz. I got a track coming with him too.
Shout out Big Buzz, that's my boy.
I fuck with Buzz on.
Yeah.
You got one with the other guy too. What's his name? You Rilla and the dude got a song together.
Oh, Stacks.
No.
Don't let me forget Stacks though. Stacks is from around St. Pete area. That's my dog too. Me and him got a whole EP coming.
Trailer made dude.
Oh yeah. We got one with Hard Target coming.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, I got one with Target fixing to come out. One with Buzz fixing to come out. One with Alexander King that I'm in the process of working on.
Hell yeah. I know they got a couple.
I keep so much shit in the cuff working on that I forget about it, so I can't remember all of it all the time. I go through my files at home. I'll be on my computer going through my files and be like, damn, I forgot about this song. Like, I got a Hard Target feature just been sitting here for like fucking a year and I ain't never put it out. It's like I forgot all about having it. You know what I mean?
We got a song with Hitman we've been sitting on for like 2 years trying to get him to do a video.
Right.
He said, I can't come to Florida, I got warrants. But fuck yeah, I say Sticky L's the one put us in touch with a lot of people.
Yeah,
like Big Buck, yeah.
Cool,
I say shout out Sticky L. He's from our hometown.
I don't know him personally and nothing, but I know a lot of people personally that fuck with him personally, and I ain't never heard nothing but good shit about him, man.
So that's how we met.
I see him on
Big
social
Buzz,
media all the time.
Yeah. I say he put us in position to do what we're doing now. He took us down to Orlando, and Orlando's our biggest fan base now. He pulled us up on stage during the Doobie show, let us throw out our merch and shit, and ever since then, it's just been a set. Shout out my boy Sticky. You hooked it up for the boys. So, like I said, anytime you shout out your people, shout them out. But this has been the 386 ShitCast. We had OG Black Sheep. Like he said, he's on all platforms. Look him up. Adrian Raps. All platforms. Look him up. Go subscribe. Don't be shy. Y'all better hit that follow back button because we got plenty more to come.
We all got a video coming soon.
Oh, yeah. We just shot a video today. We shot like 3 of them. We got one with OG Black Sheep, myself, and Shalu called Riverside. Then we got one with Adrian Raps, TJ Freaks, and OG Black Sheep called Dead Man. They coming soon. I'm not sure when. I think Mudholes and Mary Jane's dropping before any of these ones. So, but y'all be on the lookout. Hit that fucking follow back button because re all dropping all year long. So like I said, OG Black Sheep, follow him. Adrian Raps, follow him, cause we dropping shit. 386 ShitCast, we out of here.
Train wreck.
I've been on a long, lonely road and can't find my way back home. Give me a sign, throw me a rope, and have mercy on my soul.
Oh dear Lord, please have mercy on my soul. I've been down in the dark so long, I've been fighting this battle nobody knows. I done got so used to the pain, I done got so used to the stress, end up in